Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is the circle you've chosen to stay in. The truth is simple but powerful. You rise or fall to the level of the people you surround yourself with. Not by chance, by influence. Today, I want to share the timeless wisdom of Jim Rohn, who said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear may be the shift that finally changes everything for you. 1. The power of proximity. Proximity is not merely a motivational slogan, it's one of the most powerful forces shaping who you become, often without you realizing it. Jim Rohn understood that the human mind is deeply impressionable, constantly absorbing attitudes, expectations, and beliefs from the people nearest to us. You don't rise to the level of your potential, you rise or fall to the level of your circle. Proximity influences everything: how you speak, how you think, how disciplined you are, what you consider normal, and even what you believe you deserve. Imagine spending your days surrounded by those who constantly complain, blame circumstances, or avoid responsibility. Slowly, without noticing, their language becomes your language, their excuses become your excuses, and their limitations become your boundaries. Now imagine the opposite, being close to people who operate with ambition, resilience, and a forward-moving mindset. Their energy becomes contagious, their focus rubs off, their standards challenge you. When you spend time around individuals who dream bigger, work harder, and solve problems instead of magnifying them, you begin to internalize their rhythm. You start asking yourself different questions, taking different actions, and expecting more from your life. Proximity becomes a mirror, reflecting a possible version of yourself that you may not have seen before. But it also becomes a climate, shaping your emotional weather. Every circle is a kind of ecosystem, a social and psychological environment with its own norms, expectations, and emotional temperature. Some circles normalize growth, learning, and accountability. Others normalize drama, stagnation, and settling. And because humans are adaptive creatures, we adjust to the emotional climate around us. If your circle normalizes mediocrity, you will begin shrinking your goals to fit in. If your circle normalizes excellence, you will begin expanding to belong. Even your identity is not built alone. It is sculpted by the influences you allow close enough to shape your internal world. The power of proximity is that it transforms your average. If everyone around you reads, exercises discipline, and sets high standards, that becomes your baseline. If everyone around you procrastinates and avoids responsibility, that becomes your baseline. You cannot escape the gravitational pull of your environment, no matter how strong you believe your willpower is. We become like the habits we are constantly exposed to, the conversations we regularly hear, and the people we emotionally invest in. This is why choosing your circle is not a social decision, it is a life-defining strategy. When Jim Rohn said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with," he wasn't just offering a clever phrase, he was revealing one of the simplest diagnostics for future success or failure. Look at your circle, and you can predict your trajectory. Change your circle, and you can change your destiny. Proximity is power because proximity is programming. Whoever you allow close enough to influence your mind is ultimately influencing your future. 2. Audit your inner circle. Transforming your life requires courage, and one of the most courageous acts is evaluating the people you allow into your mental and emotional space. Auditing your inner circle is not about blame, it's about clarity. It's about understanding what strengthens you and what silently weakens you. Start by asking yourself difficult, honest questions. Who inspires me? Who drains my energy? Who challenges me to grow? Who keeps me comfortable, perhaps too comfortable? These questions aren't philosophical. They're practical tools for measuring the emotional and psychological impact people have on your progress. Some individuals ignite your ambition simply by being around them. Their mindset, discipline, or creativity reminds you of what's possible. Others leave you mentally exhausted even after short interactions. Their negativity, fear, or lack of drive subtly weighs you down. This is not about labeling people as good or bad. It's about identifying patterns. Just as you would examine what foods nourish your body and what foods leave you sluggish, you must examine which relationships feed your growth and which ones starve it. Every relationship has a cost or a return. Some people add clarity to your goals. Others introduce confusion. Some reinforce your confidence. Others poke holes in your dreams. And because the human mind is porous, absorbent, you are constantly taking in the emotional residue of those around you. If someone repeatedly discourages your aspirations, expresses doubt every time you express vision, or subtly mocks your desire to improve, that discouragement accumulates. It shapes your belief in what you can accomplish. Over time, their skepticism becomes your hesitation. You begin shrinking not because your goals are unrealistic, but because your environment isn't supportive. The harsh truth is this: the most expensive thing you can lose is your future, and many people lose theirs by staying loyal to relationships that keep them stuck. Growth often requires separating from environments that no longer match your direction. This doesn't mean cutting people off abruptly or harshly. It means adjusting the levels of access, energy, and influence you allow them to have. Some people deserve your kindness, but not your time. Some deserve your respect, but not your emotional bandwidth. And some deserve a place in your heart, but not in your decision-making circle. Auditing your inner circle is ultimately an act of self-preservation. It's about building a life where your relationships align with your evolution, not your excuses. When you surround yourself with those who support your growth, challenge your comfort zones, and hold you to higher standards, you accelerate your transformation. When you surround yourself with those who fear change, avoid responsibility, or cling to old versions of you, you slow your transformation. The audit is simple but profound. Identify who contributes to your future and who anchors you to your past. 3. The three categories of people. Jim Rohn's insight that every person falls into one of three categories is not a judgment. It's a diagnostic tool for understanding how relationships influence your life. The first category is the lifting group. These individuals elevate your thinking, expand your imagination, spark your ambition, and celebrate your victories without envy. They are mentors, role models, visionaries, disciplined friends, or simply positive spirits who encourage progress. Being around them feels like stepping into sunlight. You feel lighter, clearer, more capable. Their conversation awakens ideas. Their habits model excellence. Their presence itself becomes motivational. They don't necessarily solve your problems, but they ignite your belief that you can solve them. The second category is the neutral group. These individuals don't propel you forward, but they don't hold you back. They might be friends who are enjoyable but not growth-oriented, family members who love you but don't share your ambitions, or colleagues who are supportive but not particularly driven. Neutral people are pleasant, stable companions. They don't lift you, but they don't drain you. They are like emotional resting points, comfortable but not transformative. The third category is the draining group. These individuals may not intend harm, but their mindset pulls you downward. Their pessimism feeds doubt. Their lack of discipline normalizes complacency. Their drama steals your energy. Their criticism weakens your confidence. Spending time with them feels like wading through emotional mud. You move, but slowly and with unnecessary weight. The purpose of identifying these three groups isn't to cut people off. It's to reorganize your emotional investments. You don't eliminate the draining group completely, but you limit the amount of influence they have over your decisions, your time, and your mindset. You don't avoid the neutral group, but you recognize they cannot be your primary environment for growth. And you intentionally seek more time with the lifting group because they are the ones who accelerate your development, sharpen your thinking, and heighten your standards. The most important category, however, is one Rohn implied but did not explicitly state: the group ahead of you. These are the people who represent your future rather than your past. Leaders, builders, creators, disciplined achievers. You don't need to fit in with them. You grow into them. The more time you spend around such individuals, the more your identity begins to shift. You start behaving like the person you aspire to become. By intentionally managing these categories, more time with lifters, limited time with drainers, balanced time with neutrals, and strategic proximity to those ahead, you create an upward current in your life. Instead of being shaped accidentally by your environment, you begin shaping your environment intentionally. And that single decision can change everything. 4. Seek mentors and expand your environment. Transformation rarely happens in isolation. Human beings evolve through exposure to new ideas, new standards, and new models of what's possible. If you stay only within the mental and social ecosystem you were born into, your thinking becomes a closed loop, repeating the same assumptions, fears, and limitations. But the moment you open the door to a wider environment, new voices, new influences, new challenges, you begin to see yourself and your potential through a much larger lens. Your environment is not just where you live or who you talk to daily. It is the sum of everything that feeds your mind. The books you read, the conversations you allow, the habits you tolerate, the expectations you absorb. All of these things shape the trajectory of your life in ways that are often invisible until much later. And this is why seeking mentors is one of the most transformational steps you can take. Mentors break the invisible walls around your thinking. Whether they are living mentors you speak with, distant mentors you study, or internal mentors you learn to emulate, they hold up a mirror to a higher version of you. They reveal your blind spots, challenge your excuses, and elevate your standards. Many people underestimate how quickly their life can change simply by allowing a wiser voice to guide them. A single sentence from the right mentor can cut through years of confusion. A single story can shift your sense of what's possible. A single expectation can force you to rise to a new standard of discipline. And the beauty is that mentors do not need to be physically present to impact your life. Through books, interviews, speeches, and even the digital content of great thinkers, you can access the wisdom of people you may never meet, but who will still shape your character. We live in an era where anyone connected to the internet can sit at the feet of geniuses, leaders, visionaries, philosophers, and entrepreneurs. In this way, your environment is no longer limited to your geography. You can surround yourself with the voices of those who have achieved extraordinary things and let their philosophies seep into your daily thinking. When you absorb better thinking, your entire frame of reality expands. When you expose yourself to higher standards, your excuses lose their power. When you allow yourself to learn from the best, the version of yourself you once thought was unreachable becomes your new baseline. The Stoics often wrote about adopting the virtues of great men by studying them intensely. Seneca learned from Attalus, Marcus Aurelius revered his teachers with devotion, and Epictetus constantly reminded his students to model their behavior after those who embodied reason and excellence. In the same way, your mentors, real or distant, become the architects of your upgraded environment. They challenge your complacency, they refine your judgment, they deepen your clarity, and perhaps most importantly, they reveal that you do not grow by accident, but by intentional exposure to minds that lift you. In the end, transformation is not a mystery. It is simply the natural outcome of repeatedly surrounding yourself with the thoughts, guidance, and energy of people who live at a level you aspire to reach. If you want to change your life, change who influences your mind. Your environment is either nourishing your growth or slowly draining your potential. Choose the voices that elevate you, seek the mentors that stretch you, and never forget, your environment is your future in disguise. 5. Become someone worth connecting with. Upgrading your circle is often misunderstood as a process of simply finding better people, stronger influences, or more accomplished peers. But in truth, the most essential piece of this transformation is not external, it is internal. You cannot attract quality connections without first becoming a quality person. This is the principle that Jim Rohn summarized so brilliantly. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Your relationships, opportunities, and social circles are all mirrors reflecting your personal standard. If you want to sit at bigger tables, expand your mindset to match the level of people who sit there. If you want to be surrounded by disciplined, driven, resilient individuals, cultivate those same qualities within yourself. Social elevation isn't a hunt for better people, it's the natural consequence of becoming better. Many people chase impressive circles without upgrading their own character, and they wonder why those doors do not open. They want to be invited into excellence while living in mediocrity. They want the trust of disciplined people while maintaining inconsistent habits. But connections forge themselves naturally when there is alignment of values, ambition, and integrity. When you build yourself, your skill set, your discipline, your emotional intelligence, your reliability, you begin to radiate a different energy. You speak differently. You make decisions differently. You carry yourself with quiet self-respect. You are no longer easily influenced, easily distracted, or easily discouraged. And people notice. The right people gravitate towards strength, clarity, and purpose. You do not need to market yourself to them. Your habits introduce you long before your words do. This is why becoming someone worth connecting with is far more powerful than any networking strategy. Your growth becomes your magnet. And the deeper you commit to improving your inner world, the more naturally your outer world shifts. Winners respect discipline. Leaders respect responsibility. Thinkers respect depth. Creators respect consistency. To be invited into circles like these, you must embody the traits they value. This is not about pretending, forcing, or impressing. It is about truly becoming. It's about setting standards for yourself that elevate your daily actions. It's about pursuing excellence even when no one is watching. It's about building habits that reflect the person you want to be, not the person you used to be. Over time, as your personal evolution deepens, you will notice that the wrong people begin to fade from your life, not because you push them away, but because they no longer resonate with the person you're becoming. And as the noise falls away, space opens for people who enrich you, challenge you, and elevate you. In this sense, the circle you deserve is not found, it is earned. It emerges naturally from the standards you set, the discipline you maintain, and the consistency you embody. So become someone worth connecting with. Become someone whose presence inspires rather than drains. Become someone whose habits demonstrate excellence without needing to announce it. When you grow into your potential, the right circle will grow with you. And when you become the kind of person who brings value, integrity, and strength to every room, you will never again have to chase connections, because the people you once admired will begin to seek you out. Your circle is your environment, your influence, your mirror, and your future. Change your circle, and your life cannot stay the same. If this message resonated with you, then today is the perfect moment to reevaluate, upgrade, and evolve. Because the next level of your life begins with the next level of your relationships. Choose wisely and transform boldly.